Hi, friends. It's me, Christiana Gaudet, and I am live for the very first time on our StaarCon business page. For those of you who don't know or who are watching in archive, StaarCon is a brand new tarot conference. It's to be held in Florida in January 2021. We have issued a statement basically that we'll be making a decision this month if the first one will need to go virtual because of COVID. But never fear, StaarCon is going to be an annual event. And so we will look forward to seeing people in person as soon as we can. And we are very, very excited to add this annual event to the worldwide list of really exciting tarot conferences. To learn more about StaarCon, you can go to the StaarCon Facebook page here. You can join the Facebook group, or you can go to our website, which is StaarCon. Remember, StaarCon. And you can sign up right now for tickets that will be good, regardless of what happens if our plan changes. Christine, it's so nice to see you here. Barrett, nice to see you. Yes, one way or the other, we will have virtual participation. Yes, indeed. And we will really hope to see you there. Marion, nice to see you. Barrett, glad you're here. So, this is what we're going to do. One of our missions, if you go to the StaarCon webpage, as I hope you do, you can read our mission statement. And you will see that we have a number of things that are very important to us. And one is to really present a wide variety of topics. Great tarot education, absolutely. But also oracle cards, Kipper, Lenormand, all kinds of stuff, astrology, magic, mysticism, you name it, we're going to do it because we tarot people like all that stuff, right? So I thought it would be fun every Wednesday, starting with today, to do our Wednesday Wonders. I'm calling them the StaarBright Wednesday Wonders. And what it's going to be is me doing readings with a tool that I don't normally use for reading for other people. So that'll be fun. Yes, absolutely, Kipper. Absolutely. Yes. In fact, we've got Tony Poole is going to be speaking at StaarCon 2021, and she will be presenting on Kipper. Now, before I start the readings, I also want to remind you about StaarCast. This is our podcast about StaarCon. The very first episode is out. You can see the video on the StaarCon YouTube channel. Actually, I think it's called the StaarCast YouTube channel. StaarCast is our StaarCon podcast. You can also find StaarCast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. First episode is a conversation between me and Mitchell Osborne, who will be one of our presenters. Next week, we will have Ciro Marchetti. So we're going to be doing about 4 episodes a month. So I hope you check that out as well. Okay, very good. So what am I doing today? I am doing readings with what is actually my favorite oracle deck. You can see the box is really beat up. It is the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck by Kim Dreyer. And you can see, let me show you the back. It is really, really pretty. So I am open for your questions. First of all, I'm grateful for all of you for being here. If you have not hit like on the StaarCon page, please do. If you have not yet joined the StaarCon group, please do. If you have not yet subscribed to the StaarCast channel on YouTube, please do. And Marion says she watched it the other day. That is awesome. Thank you so much. So I am ready for questions. And this is fun. This is like when you go to a club to see a band and the band puts all of their players on their worst instruments. So the guitarist is playing the drums and the drummer's playing the trumpet. That's what this is, okay? I do not use oracle cards professionally. I just don't. But if you're willing, I will read for you today with these oracle cards because that's part of what StaarCon is all about, learning new things and trying new things. Zuri, it's nice to see you here. Okay, very good. And Barrett says he uses the animal oracle for himself mostly. Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of we pros tend to stick with, the tools we feel most comfortable with. Okay. So here's the first question. Okay, I would like to know if it is better for my daughter to begin school as remote or in person. We can choose. So let's see. And, because of COVID. So let's see what we can see for your daughter. Okay, so the card I got is Spirit Guides. I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. So first of all, the first thing I'm going to say is, Mom, communicate with your guides and let your guides tell you. But I'm also going to interpret to say going to school remote would be just fine and would probably be best. Now, how did I get that? Because we don't sit down and have a cup of coffee with our spirit guides. We get our messages from our spirit guides remotely. And so that says to me that she could do really well with her remote learning and that would be best. Okay, there we go, one down. So Barrett, what's your question? What would you like to know? Go ahead and ask a question. Zuri, I want you to ask a question too. Marion, I want you to ask a question. And let's see what these cards have to say to us. While I'm shuffling, I'm going to let you know the other lives we're going to be doing here on the StaarCon page. On Sundays, Amy Mauser will be doing a meditation. And on Tuesdays, I'll be here with Tuesday tips, just a new spread to try or some great tip. So we'll have 3 lives every week right here on the StaarCon page as we get ready for our very first StaarCon. So Barrett not asking me a question, so I'm just going to do a general reading for you. And Christina likes the meditation, right? I think that's going to be great. I'm really excited. Amy and Ryan Mauser, of course, Amy is going to be a presenter at StaarCon, and Amy and Ryan are also the producers of StaarCast. Oh, here's a question from Marion. Barrett, that gives you time to get an actual question in, but if you don't, I'll just do a general for you. Marion, will I get to London in October? So speaking of tarot conferences, I will be a virtual speaker. I'm actually excited to be virtually speaking at the UK Tarot Conference. And Marion wants to know if she'll actually make it there in October. A nurturing heart mother. I am a protective spirit and reach out to all life with love and compassion. So that says a beautiful thing about you. But what does it say about going to this conference? Now, my question is, and it wasn't clear to me from the page, I know she's having some of her presenters in virtually, but will participants be able to log in virtually, or do they all have to be in person? That's my question. I sort of feel like with this talking about being protective and being nurturing, I feel like you will be able to go. If you want to go, you will be able to go, and you can do it in a way that will be safe. That's what I get from that. Okay. So Zuri, taking advantage of the Virgo season to get organized with bookkeeping and finances. How do you see that going? Very good question. Spirit awakens. And this happens to be the first card in the series, which I think is good because that's like a beginning of this project. You may find yourself doing things a little differently than you've done before in a way that really serves you. I embrace my soul purpose and align all aspects of my life to it fully. So this is perfect because even though you would rather be selling the crystals, working with the crystals, writing the spells, making the soap, making the bath scoops, that's what you'd rather be doing. What this says to me, Zuri, is that doing the books for all of that is just as important, and you should approach it with the same magical mind. That's what I think. Okay, so, and Christine says, in this page, could we be asked to notify us when some event is coming? I believe you can. I believe you can. And Marion says, participants can go in person or virtual. So interesting about the mother part is my tarot mom will be going, and I really want to see her in person. Okay, so I think you'll be able to. Okay, Barrett's on girlfriend duty. Making her a cocktail. Make one for me, for gosh sakes. Curious if tarot will take off for me. And I think you mean that sort of in a business sense, the idea of reading professionally and what that will look like for you. Nature spirits. I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve life on earth. So this is where, this is a good lesson in oracle reading, because how does that relate to getting a tarot business going? Well, if we talk about preserving all life on earth, we are certainly talking about helping. And with earth, of course, we are talking about the earth element, which can be about business. So I would see this, first of all, when you look at tarot, to really work with the four elements of nature as they present in tarot. And you were talking about using animal oracles as well. So maybe some of those cards that are more nature inspired would be very helpful for you. But I think this is a positive sign for building your business. But much like with nature, you have to wait for it to grow. So it shall be with your tarot business. Zuri sees me teaching a whole class on oracle cards and how to read them with tarot cards. I did do an oracle exploration class on YouTube, and it was kind of fun. I actually enjoyed it. And we will have a few oracle card designers with us at StaarCon, including Geeta Rash. Her new deck has just come out, and I'm very excited about it. So, I want to thank you folks for being here for our very first live here on the StaarCon page. Please like it. Please share it. Please like this page. And again, join the StaarCon group, StaarCon 2021. And also subscribe to StaarCast on YouTube. Of course, I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am available for readings and all that good stuff. I want to thank you all so very much for being here. And go to the StaarCon webpage and see what we got going on. Tickets are available now, and those tickets are going to be good, whether we are in person, virtual, or hybrid. So, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. Take good care.